Hey, what's up, family? Hope everybody's doing very well today. You know, I'm just getting off of work. I think what time is it? It's 12:53, 43 degrees out here. And I wanted to introduce to y'all who I am, truly. And also present to y'all today a battle that has been placed in front of me today that I will conquer by turning the other cheek and trusting our Father, right? Because it's one thing to read the Bible, it's another thing to walk it out. And we ain't even talking about the song, right? I have to say things like that to keep me in high spirits, y'all. But anyway, let me introduce myself. Many know me as Wolf. I go by Divine Wolf. A lot of people know me as Mr. Create the Flow. Now it's Create the Inner Flow, right? But who I am the one and only ANTAWAII. That's ANTAWAII. Fulton, okay? There's only one me in the world other than my little man Junior. He's the second me. Other than that, I'm the only one in the world, okay? My father was a carpenter, still yet is a carpenter. By trade, I'm a welder. So this time it won't break back apart, right? My wife, who just left me about a week ago, name is Vashti, right? That's her first name. I'm not gonna say her whole name because, you know, I don't feel like that's right. But her first name is Vashti. And we all know about the name in the Bible, Vashti, how Vashti left the kingdom, right? Right? Due to not wanting to change or whatever the case may be, right? I wanted to say today I'm having to walk home from work. I had to get off early because it was it's supposed to start raining in a little while. By the time if I'd have stayed at work until the time I'm supposed to get off, the rain would catch me walking, and I don't know nobody here like that, right? And before my wife left, her alternator went out in her car. So when I got off one day, I was tired. So I told her she didn't really want me to buy the alternator. She just been in her feelings about whatever the case may be. But I still yet told her, hey, look, regardless of whatever you feeling and whatever I'm feeling, I still need to buy the alternator for you because you got to get the kids around, right? So I bought it. It was $300 something. I worked on the car from when I got off that day until dark to make sure it was right. Because it's not about being selfish, it's about being selfless, right? And once I fixed the car and everything, mine, you know, I tried my best to make sure that my wife was good. She didn't have to work no job when she came down here with me to Virginia. I made sure all the bills was good. And all I was trying to do was set it up. I told her I had a vision of setting up a medical transportation company. And it was called, I got the logos done for Fiverr. Everything was done. It was called, got the business cards, got the bank cards. I'm just showing y'all this stuff just so that, you know, y'all know who I am. Y'all see this? So, CTF Medical Transport, okay. All right. Now, I start that company up, put all the money up. I asked her to just do the part of just connecting everything, you know. And once we did that, I told her she used to always being get kind of tied up in her feelings sometimes because she felt like she wanted to have something to do in this world. But I always believe that at the end of the day, when we come together as one, you can't have two heads in the house. You got a beast then, right? So if you follow my lead, I promise you, it may feel like you're on the back burner right now, but you'll have everything, right? Okay. But moving forward, I had offered her, one of her family members, to come and stay with me due to me moving down here and that person working on the same job as me, just working a different shift. And this person carried a gun on him and did things that I don't do, you know, all kind of, you know, different things, man. And I'm a real clean guy, neat guy. So I placed this person in my son's bedroom, my son's, both of them, bedroom, and let him sleep in there with them, with his cot, right? And one day I went in there last week, it was the day before she chose to leave. I went in the bedroom and I saw how the guests had done basically destroyed, you know, the bedroom, you know, and I just been like, man, look, your family member gotta go. He gotta go get his own spot. I can't do that no more. I can't do it no more. I gotta protect our kids. He done been leaving the gun hanging out, and he would call you and tell you to go get it and put it up. That's stuff that I don't do. So why would I allow it in my circle, right? But because I had a big heart, I tried to do it so the guy could save money. But instead of saving money, I would pay attention, you know, go get tattoos, buy different things, instead of stacking your money so that you can do and become better for your family. But I didn't see no change, so I had to put my foot down. So when I put my foot down, I guess my wife at the time didn't stand with me. So she said she was tired, so she started gaslighting me, making it seem like I was basically seeing things, or I'm causing a problem, right? In a place that I pay all the bills at, right? When all I ask you to do is just help me build. I go to war, you know, and you stay home and protect the kids, right? So she chose to leave. Mine, we came from South Carolina, Columbia, which is like 5.5, 6 hours away from here. She chose to say, hey, I'm gone, I'm done, I'm tired of this, you know. I ain't gonna go into no more details, but it sparked up by me bringing up the situation about the cousin. Long story short, she up and left me hanging after I put an alternator in her car. Used to make sure she kept money in her pocket. You know, used to make sure I always lift her up. You know, no matter how much gifts God has given me, I would always include her and try to uplift her no matter what. And I would put her in the front and I play the background, you know? Because I don't really care about being in the spotlight. I just like to create services and help people. So, and I mind, don't mind me now. I ain't no saint, you know. Years before I didn't got it right, me and her been through different things, but we made it through it, you know, no matter what it was. And moving down here, I felt like it was supposed to be a clean slate, but I would see that at certain times that we would get in certain little disagreements. She would bring up old things, and I would be like, man, we gotta leave that alone, because we in something new now. And it's like she couldn't let it go. And I understand now, because until you clear your heart and clean your heart, the head can never change. The receiver got to keep playing the same video over and over again. And for somebody that's healed or is on a healing journey like me, it kind of started to irritate me, to a point I would rather just be at work or come home and sit in the car, or, you know, because I started to see that, man, the connection is starting to fade, right? It's starting to grow apart. And it's like, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, it's just wasn't right? Because it takes two people, right? And I remember a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I said, look, God for to take me up to another level, I'm gonna need you to hold on, because we fit to fly, right? And I know she remembered me saying that. This ain't the first time I told her this. I told her this about 2 years ago too, 3 years ago, when this stuff first started happening to me. I first started waking up, right? Long story short, she left. And while I'm walking right now, and I'm telling y'all the story so that if y'all going through something, you're able to have the same attitude and mentality that I have after working, getting up at 4 this rising. I got up at 4 this rising, did my podcast on Spotify, Mr. Create the Flow. So if y'all ain't there, definitely check it out. Today podcast was about my life hasn't been no crystal stair, right? About that poem, but it was more about my life and how I could help you guys basically as a collective, because we are all one. Okay. So she left, and she ended up calling me, you know. Now this is something that I would never do. Ain't no way I could see me leaving my wife 6 hours away with no car, nothing like that, after she been doing all that I was doing for my family. But she did. And she ended up, changing the kids' school. And she called me a day or 2 or 3 days later or something like that and said, the kids need some uniforms. Could I help get the uniforms? I'm like, yeah, how much is it? Mine, I'm still having to find a way to get to work. Mine, when she left, I didn't go to work for a whole week. Didn't have no way. I was down and out at the time. You know what I'm saying? God held my job for me, so the next week I went back to work. So like Friday, I didn't get paid, which is why now I'm out of money at the moment, right? And I had to walk. I got to walk this week right here, right? And I'm fine with that. And I just want to share this one story, this one day right here, so that y'all kind of know like what it means to turn the other cheek and to really trust so wholeheartedly in our Father that you will do what I'm doing. So long story short, I told her, okay, let me check my bank accounts and I'll send the kids over some money for some uniforms for the school that you're putting them in down there. I love you enough to let you go. That's the energy I was putting off, basically. Because we get tired, right? And I went to check my accounts. Mine, when I first opened up the bank accounts with the medical transportation, which we was gonna be doing dialysis patients and VA hospital patients with that need a wheelchair transport, right? I done got approved for the van. Everything was locked in, right? So it was really no reason for what was going on to be happening, meaning like for her to be leaving, right? But it's something new here, right? All right, so meaning God is in the midst right now. God is hearing things and seeing things that we ain't seeing. So when things happen, we gotta allow it, right? And if it's meant to be, it will be, right? Okay. So long story short, when I called to check the new accounts, I done put $250 in each account, meaning the checking and the savings in the new medical transportation company. So it's $500 supposed to be there, but when I called, come to find out, she paid her car payment with it. And I'm like, wow, why you did that? You didn't even tell me. So long story short, I called her back and tell her, hey, look, I just called and checked the account. I was gonna send you the $500 out of that account, but kind of found out you paid your car payment with it. Why you didn't tell me that? Why you wouldn't? Well, you was paying the car payment, so I thought you was gonna pay. I'm like, no, it don't work like that. That was something that comes with being with a real man. Somebody that really cares, somebody that really love you. That's just a extra. They're just extra, right? By you supporting me and helping me while I'm working, right? Taking care of our kids. So right in there, she got mad. Oh, I'll give you the money back when I get it, right? And I'm like, that ain't the point. You left me hanging, and now you also, I got these bills. Now mine, that same day, I had to pay my rent. My rent's $1,600. I went and paid my rent, right? But then, I got to pay all this stuff, and then you still pay your bills with my money. It's wild, right, y'all? Okay, so listen. She made a big fuss about it. Oh, I'll give it back. Don't worry about it. You know what? You ain't got to even send them no money. I'll put you on child support if that's the case then. I'm like, what? Are you hearing yourself right now? So I ended up calling my daughter, our oldest daughter. We got together. And I told her, look, I'm finna send you some money to your Cash App. And I'm gonna continue to give you guys y'all allowance, because I've been giving my kids allowance on every week or every other week. Sometimes I forget, but I still take them out. Every Friday or Saturday, we'll go out to Golden Corral or someplace and eat. That'd be our time together. And I would give them some, I would always give them some money so they can they like to go to Dollar Tree and buy stuff. And they like to create stuff as well, right? Paint, draw, make stuff. They're real creative. So I sent my daughter, cashed up her $250, after having to pay all my bills, and I told her, make sure you let your mom know that I sent it to you. and for y'all to get what y'all need with that. And when I do get a full check again, I send some money every week for y'all on top of y'all allowance, right? So she be like, okay, Dad, thank you, you know, stuff like that. And now today, moving forward, you know, she got that money. I didn't get no thank you. Didn't get none of that, nothing. It didn't really matter, really, because you done showed me that you taking from me, and you showing me that you selfish. You show, like, so many different ways it shows. It just says that, right? So long story short, I kept the money. I had some money left. You know, my money lasts me at least a week, up to this week right here, when it's time for me to get paid Friday, right? Friday coming. So it lasts me up to yesterday. This morning, I got a ride this morning, just rising to work. It was like $25 one way, right? I'm paying this every day, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I tapped out, you know? When you got $500 light bill, $1,600 rent, hey, you only can go so hard, you know? After somebody pull a move like that all of a sudden, especially when you done invested so much money into this new business, and you could have had money if you would have known the hand that they were playing, right? Okay? But they was playing devil advocate, you know? Two-faced it, double-minded. But see, like the Bible say, the Lord won't bless no lands like that, right? Okay, so long story short, I'm walking today. I'm headed to my house, and I want y'all to be able to see this, because see all this, I don't walk. I mean, my house, I probably got another hour before I get home, but I'm in good spirits because the love I have for God is so pure and so true that I know that my time is coming, right? I know that God ain't gonna allow me to keep going through this right here, right? So I wanted to share this with you guys, because I know a lot of times whenever we get on YouTube and see people drop messages and things of that nature, it's always somebody out there, because I always looked at YouTube videos, spiritual kinds, a lot of times, and I would be able to hear something that I could relate. I'd be like, man, I heard that day, and it's like, dang, I needed to hear that. So I'm sharing my message right now of what I'm going through today to tell you, forgive people. You know, I forgive her, but sometimes people don't know what type of situation you put them in when you don't, when you make radical actions of quick decisions, you know, or be selfish, right? It can mess certain people up, man. And I'm glad God put me through so much early on in my life that now things like this, I take like a grain of salt, you know? So, yeah. So I am ANTAWAII Fulton, you know, a welder now at this moment, but I am here to help God, you know, the collective on learning about ourselves and where we come from and what we're here to do and the proper way things supposed to go. Like, if we want to really do better, we got to eat better. We got to take self-accountability. We got to love ourselves enough to be able to say, hey, look, I can't continue to be in this cycle. I got to make a change if I want change, right? So me walking like this is like not just a lesson God is teaching me, which is a lesson I'm passing on to you guys so that y'all don't walk down the same path. You know, I'm willing to do what I got to do right now like this so that my kids don't have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? This is the suffering that I've been going through my whole life. My whole life, y'all. And I still yet, you know, get up. I still yet gets up and, I still yet gets up and do my podcast. Still yet get up and do YouTube. I do basically my works for our Father, right? Be a vessel, right? And that's what it takes, y'all. We can't be nobody that, we can't be an individual that go to a job and then get off and think that that's it. And then go to church and then think that that's it. It's more than that, y'all. It takes more than that. And I'm just showing a part of it right now. live and in living color, right? So I'm trying to make it in before it start raining. I told my foreman, I said, listen, I'll be in tomorrow, working 10-hour shifts. So I tell him, all right, I'll be in at 6 tomorrow. Let me walk home today so I can know what time I gotta get up tomorrow so I can be to work early enough because I gotta walk, you know? And so basically, what I'm saying is, hey, Father, if this bitter cup is the one you asking me to drink, then so be it. Let's go. Head up, chest out, you know what I'm saying? If this is what it takes to help people see truth and be willing to break out of the spell of illusions, meaning don't worry about how a person look. Don't do that. Always look at how a person treats you. Because the way a person treats you will tell you everything. And we got to stop trying to repaint a picture that God has already painted. It's already made perfectly. It's already clear, right? Some people lose true love due to being around the wrong people. He say, she say. And then sooner or later they'll realize that you were irreplaceable, you know? It ain't many people that do the things that a good woman or a good man do. Like pay all the bills nowadays. Allow you to sit home with the kids and just be creative and start business and things like that. That's a gift by itself, y'all. And I felt like it was, but when I would bring it up to her and say, man, look what I'm doing for you. Why are you giving me attitude? Oh, I get tired of you hearing what you tell me about what you do. It shouldn't be like that, y'all. It shouldn't be like that. These are people that are hurt, haven't healed, jump in and out of relationships, trying to find something that is within inside yourself. Pure love. God. Goddess. Right? Because we are all God and Goddess in one body. They both exist. You are feminine and masculine. Okay? Dwelling in the same temple. And the goal is for us to balance it. And if you don't balance it, that's when you're running into things like men acting like women and women acting like men. Because I can literally say, up to that week, I started feeling like I was sleeping with a man because so much roaring and hollering started to happen. I was wondering why, like what's going on? But see, a lot of times when God starts to raise you up, it starts to irritate people's spirits, right? And I understand it, man. You know, that's why I used to always tell her, like, man, change how you eat. You know, change the things you're looking at. Stop looking at all this Tyler Perry stuff. This stuff is programming you. And then you bringing it to me. And then I'm looking like, man, look, I don't know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you started pulling two different directions, man. One in fear and one in love, you know? So, yeah, family. I'm walking it out today, and I'm gonna walk it out the rest of the week. This is what it takes, y'all. So when Jesus Christ said the only way to our Father is through him, we gotta walk it out. Whatever cup is put in front of you, right? Some may have it worse than what I got it right now. You know, but I look at it on the bright side. I look at it as, man, I got a good job. I got a nice home. I'm in a beautiful city. I got a fresh slate in front of me. God has laid out something in front of me that I fell in love with. He gave me my gift. He gave me my head back. He gave me my heart back. So now I know what I'm here to do. And that's a blessing in itself that no money can purchase, right? It's valuable. It's irreplaceable, you know, and stuff like that. Thinking about that, I'm so happy about. And not just that, like taking my walk, I'm gonna enjoy my walk. Look how pretty these vines is, y'all. These real vines. You see this? You see? I'm gonna take my time and walk, and I'm gonna enjoy the view, enjoy nature. I'm not gonna just, oh man, you know, She took my money, and that's why I don't got no money this week to get there. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I could stay hung up on that. But why? Because it's only gonna put me in a bad mood, have me feel low, down and out, unworthy. That's all a trap, y'all. It's all devil's work, right? But when you fly above it, when you become that eagle, chickens can't be around you because they only try to fly when they're scared, right? But an eagle, I saw the storm brewing today, so hey, I'm hitting it head on, right? But I'm getting above the storm and I'm able to talk about it because I'm in the eye of the storm, right? And I'm using it now as a light for another that may go through this. So you won't lose your cool in a situation like this, right? You're able to turn the other cheek and say, look, I'm leaving in God's hand. You know, I'm a good man. I'm a great king, great leader, you know? And I'm still on my journey, so I'm learning and I'm allowing God to keep filling my cup so that whenever he do cut me loose and say, hey, look, do your thing, I can continue to do it, right? And sometimes you can be doing it and don't even know it because you be so in love with that gift. And see, true love, the reason why true love, you can never lose it is because it pulls each other to each other. It attracts each other, right? It's wild, man. So yeah, I'm gonna take my time, y'all, on this walk, but let my story help you not, you know, fall in the holes that I fell in, because it's only here to teach us. Everything is here to help us grow, evolve in our spiritual evolution, you know. So I haven't been here. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a long time to get to this point, y'all. It took me a long time to find peace to a point where I could be in a situation like this and still be happy, right? That takes a lot of willpower, y'all. It really do. I was gonna get a van like that for my medical company. I was so happy about that vision that God gave me. I went all in, man. I didn't care how much money it was. I didn't care. You know, I loved it. I was ready. But I put it all down now to do what I'm doing right here, right now. I had to go back to work and I went to the job, and now I'm doing my work, which is what I'm doing right here in front of you guys. Okay. Definitely like this video. Subscribe if you haven't, so you can catch more real and grow as well through live situations. And share it with somebody else that may be going through something, so that they don't feel like they're the only one. They don't feel like the outcast. You know what I'm saying? Because I know as chosen people, Israelites, we catch the most hell, you know, which is why our Father is so upset right now, because all we ever tried to do was try to do the right thing, you know. No matter how much wrong we did, we always try to double back and do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get to the house today, and I may drop another message, something more positive, you know, because I wanted to drop a message about the chosen ones are the true Disney characters. I want to drop a message about that, so y'all definitely stay tuned, because I'm gonna drop a message about that once I get home and wash up and this, y'all. Once I get home and cook, make something to eat, wash up, change, I definitely shoot the video. Y'all definitely support the brother, man. ANTAWAII, you know what I'm saying? The carpenter's son. Hey, Vashti left, but hey, the show must go on, right? The show must go on, y'all. We can't get distracted right now. I remember telling her, man, look, no nonsense in this season, but I guess it went in one ear and out the other, right? But it's all good. That's why you got to become whole within yourself, so that anything outside yourself leave, you still good, okay? So hopefully this message helps somebody today, most definitely. And y'all know me. I never go with the flow, I always create the flow. And I finally learned wholeheartedly how to create the inner flow. So if y'all wanna get in contact with me so that I can help you on your journey, we can have a conversation like this or go even deeper. Check me out at www.createtheflownp, meaning nonprofit, because I do got a nonprofit. I started a nonprofit years ago when God first touched me. I'm really here, y'all, to do something different. I really am, y'all. It ain't many like me out here. And for the ones that are, hey, I salute you guys and queens, you know, I really do. But check me out at www.createtheflownp.com. You can book me there, and we can jump on a phone call, on a Zoom message, you know, whatever we need to do. I just want to make sure that you understand that you can't keep being half. You got to become whole. You know, you got to become whole. That's why I don't never say no more peace, love, and peace and love. I like to say wholeness, love, and light, because when you become whole, nothing in this world can shake you no more. You become that mountain, right? And only you can move you. So yeah, other than that, guys, I got a good walk on my hands, but hey, I ain't been to the gym in a while. I'm gonna do me a little self-talk, probably throw me something in my ear to listen to, something motivational. I'm gonna get on to this house, y'all, but hey, I love you guys. I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.